we did the top one in class today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one in this video, and this is page 43, okay? So we have to differentiate this function q of x, and it looks like it's a fraction plus another x to the fourth power. So let's do it this way. Q prime is going to be the derivative of this fraction, right? Derivative of that fraction plus the derivative of x plus 4, right? And you can separate it like this. And one part is super easy, like this right there, you guys. We know what this is by power rule. That is just gonna be 4x to the third power, right? But we're gonna spend our time finding this blue part, and that we have to use the quotient rule. Once we find what that answer is, we're gonna put it right there, okay? So I may do that maybe on a separate sheet of paper, and my goal is to find the derivative of this fraction expression, okay? So I'll copy that down here, and I'll do the work here, okay? Come on, come down. So I know I'm gonna use quotient rule because this is a quotient, and it goes like this. I will have to do g squared in the bottom, and on top I do gf prime minus fg prime. So let's label everything we have. F is the original top of the fraction, which is x squared minus 6x plus 7. Now f prime is going to be the derivative of this, which is 2x minus 6. G is the original denominator, which is x squared plus 9. This right there, right? And g prime, using the power rule, is 2x. All right, I got everything labeled. I'm ready to do the quotient rule. So the derivative will be, put a long fraction bar, g squared in the bottom. So let's put g in the bottom, which is this parenthesis, okay? So I'll say x squared plus 9 squared, okay? So that's the only thing in the bottom. Now I need to go to the top of the fraction and start with g again, okay? So I start with g again, that orange highlighted g. And what are we multiplying this by? I'm multiplying that by f prime. And f prime, where are you? It's that red expression, okay? So that is parenthesis 2x minus 6. Quotient rule says subtract after that. So I'll subtract. Let's find the next piece. The next piece is f, and f is right there. It's that trinomial that I highlighted in green. So that's what you need to write down next. Here you go. Parenthesis x squared minus 6x plus 7. And we must be multiplying this by the only thing that we didn't highlight yet, the g prime right there. And g prime is 2x. So I'm going to multiply this by 2x. But to make our distribution easy, take a look at what I'm about to do, okay? I'm going to squeeze this a little bit to the side and put that 2x here. I'll put that 2x here. Because when you multiply f times g prime, that's the same as g prime times f, right? You can switch the order of multiplication. And the only reason I did this is because I wanted to distribute this negative 2 in with the negative sign in front, okay? Alrighty, let us simplify this numerator by foiling and distributing, okay? Alright, so if you FOIL these purple lined expressions, that will be 2x to the third power minus 6x squared plus 18x minus 54. If you distribute that parenthesis over here with the green lines, that's going to be minus. Now be careful with the signs though, okay? Because we're distributing a negative term all of these will switch sign. So x squared term, that's going to be negative 2x to the third power. And look at this one. Negative times negative is going to give you plus 12x squared. And negative 2x times 7 is minus 14x all over that old denominator of x squared plus 9 squared. All right, I think we're almost done. Okay, let us combine some like terms here. I see there is 2x cubed and negative 2x cubed. Those are canceled out then. All right, anything else gets canceled out? Let's see. Not really. I mean, this one is a negative 6x squared, and this one is a positive 12x squared. So if I do 12 minus 6, hold on, let me try to draw a fraction part. That's going to be positive 6x squared from combining these green colored terms. All right, let me do the next one. There is 18x, and there is minus 14x. 18 minus 4 is 4. So I'll do plus 4x. And the minus 54, this guy right there, that's the only constant. So just write down minus 54 all over x squared plus 9 squared. I usually stop here, but let's see if I can, simplify anything on top of the fraction. I don't think we have to, but, in case things cancel out more. What do you notice? I think 6, 4, and 54 are all divisible by 2. So I may factor out the 2 and write down 3x squared plus 2x minus, what is that going to be? 54 divided by 2, 27. And I wonder if this trinomial is factorable. Well, that may be, who knows. But the thing is, will it cancel out anything in the bottom? I doubt so. So, if it doesn't factor and simplify, I don't think we really have to go on. So let me copy this because I'll go with this. Okay, I'll say this is the derivative of that expression. So I'm going to copy this real quick. Duplicate or copy. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to copy this. I'll copy this because that is what this blue highlighted part is. Paste image. There we go. And that's my final answer. My answer is that fraction that we got from the page below plus 4x cubed, because that was the derivative from this x to the fourth power. So you didn't really have to put this in a single fraction to do it. If you type this in as your answer, your homework will say that's correct.